and welcome to today's Just Chopsing Podcast. Hello to all our millions of fans out there, because I'm trying to get our fans a bit more involved in the podcast. So today we have the lovely not MuddiBrooke. Yeah, the band is called MuddiBrooke, but Brooke is from MuddiBrooke.
Just Brooke today, yeah.
And David as almost usual.
Why are they lovely?
No, you're always lovely, mate, but you're not
sorry.
always here, so that's the trouble. So how's things, Brooke?
Yeah, no, it's good. Thanks for having me on the podcast. I really appreciate you asking us.
Yeah, you're more than welcome. I mean, I come across your stuff on Instagram. Really, I didn't see you anywhere else, but I come across you on Instagram, and then I thought, oh, this band looks pretty cool.
Oh,
And
thank you.
You had some nice pictures of yourself with your war makeup on, and
Yep.
you got it on again today. I don't know what you've been doing, but
Well, this is for this.
oh, all right. In case people don't recognise you in the future.
Without the stripes, I'm just Harriet.
Okay.
Is your name Brooke?
Silly, isn't it?
What's your name then? Brooke?
My real name's Harriet, but
Oh, okay. Do you know what I thought this morning? I had a weird moment this morning, and I woke up and I thought, hang on a minute, have we got Brooke Shields coming on the fucking podcast tonight? I thought Brooke Shields, maybe it's Brooke Shields' daughter. And I was like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what was going on in my head, really. My head was my head was going a bit all over the place. But so you're not Brooke Shields' daughter, are you?
Nah, no. We've only got just a little old me from Derby.
Yeah, my girlfriend laughing. So, Brooke, what's happening with where'd you get the name from? Where'd you get the name MuddiBrooke from? Is that like Muddy River?
Well, yeah, my middle name's Brooke, so that's
Okay.
where that bit comes from. Before I formed the band, I wasn't too sure whether to have it slightly acoustic based, because I'm acoustic rock, but I'd already done acoustic for a little while, but because I wasn't sure, I wanted it to go back to like natural sort of sounding, so Brooke and a muddy brook, and the muddiness is like, I don't know, I suppose it kind of goes back to, the grunge bands like Puddle of Mud and Mudvayne and Mudhoney. So it's got that muddy, grungy sound to it,
Yeah, vibe.
which is the rockiness of it. And then it's like, because I'm Brooke and I've got the mud on.
Oh, that's your mud.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. I thought it was your war paint. I thought you were going to be doing some kind of like, what's that dance? What's the dance the New Zealand rugby guys do?
A haka.
A haka, yeah. I thought you might be
Yeah.
doing a haka for us, but
I don't even want to try if I offend anybody.
maybe we could all do it together at the same time.
Oh dear. Imagine the hate.
Well,
Yeah.
it would only be directed towards me, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, especially after they spanked Wales last weekend.
Did they? What was the score? I didn't see the score. I meant to look it up. But
They beat us by 42 points, I think. They absolutely smashed us.
wasn't there some controversy over the ref?
Yeah, the ref was bad, but they're just too good for Wales. It don't matter. We could have had 20 players on, they still would have smashed us. It don't matter. Just good,
Do
isn't
you
it?
follow rugby, Brooke? I don't know
Not
what to call you now
particularly.
anymore.
To be honest, I do prefer to watch rugby than football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more of a game, innit?
Chunkier men.
Yeah, not only. Yeah, I mean the men are more manly, if you like.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's more of a game. It's more sportsman.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's more. I feel like rugby is a bit more civilized in a way as well.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah, it is. Well, when you think the respect that the players have for the refs, so like when you watch football and they circle the ref and they're shouting at him and abusing him.
Swearing at him, yeah.
Yeah, and then in rugby they call the ref sir, and whatever the ref says goes, and they don't argue about it. So, it's definitely kind of like a gentleman's sport then, maybe. Do you know what I mean? They do batter the hell out of each other, but there's a lot more respect there, isn't there? Definitely.
Yeah, that's why I think that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they got that thing, haven't they? They call it rugby is a game played by thugs and watched by gentlemen. and football is a game played by gentlemen and watched by thugs. But it doesn't really translate to that anymore. That used to be the old saying for it.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah, just because in the 80s when they were in the terraces fighting and stuff. Yeah.
So.
I guess, yeah. I watch
anyway, go back to your music. Well, we haven't even talked about your music yet.
No.
We'll sort of like touch on your music there, Brooke. You just released a new EP called Lunacy, I believe.
Yep, new EP, debut EP, yeah.
Oh, it's a debut EP, is it? Yeah, I saw some tracks on. Well, I listened to them actually last night, but I saw them on Spotify now. Like I said, because I saw, what was it, Liverpool Guy? Did you bring a video out for Liverpool Guy?
Yeah, we did, yeah. We brought a video out for Devil as well.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. That's where I saw it first.
Yeah, I'd say that's probably my favourite track, to be honest, Devil. That's a quality track. It's a really nice track. Yeah, it's really, really good. I listened to it a couple of times because I started listening through the EP and then I kept going back to Devil, so I probably listened to that like listened to it, then another one, then that one again, then another one, then that one again, and another one. I was kind of like the way I was doing it. But yeah, it's a really, really good track, that.
Thanks.
So the grungy muddy comes through, doesn't it, in your music and your voice as well.
Oh yeah, it's I think it's the years of abuse that have put a gravel side to my voice now. I didn't used to have a gravel side, but I'm happy with the graveliness coming out, wherever it's come from.
Okay, what sort of abuse was it?
What's that, sorry?
What sort of abuse was it?
I was singing in pubs for 10 years, and I sang like Black Velvet, so that's going to rag your voice.
Oh, right, okay.
3 nights a week.
You didn't have some geezer strangling you there. So you signed to Conic Records, which is our old friend James Kennedy.
Right, yeah. Yes. Over the moon about that, yeah. To be on their sinking roster.
Okay.
What does that mean then? What does that mean when you're saying sinking roster? What's that?
It means we're now on their roster for when Netflix and films and adverts come to them for songs. We're on their list to be suggested towards it.
Oh, cool. Okay. That's cool.
It's not a Titanic reference, Dave.
No, I know that. It was a different way of spelling it.
There's a different sinking.
It took me a minute to get that then.
But yeah, I mean, because he hasn't really done anything with that label for a while, and it's nice to see him start doing something with it again, to be honest.
Yeah. No, he seems to have signed a lot of bands at the moment that are coming through, so it's looking good.
Yeah. And we've had him on the show, so he was actually our very first guest.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, which was really amazing. We were like, oh, should we, because we started the podcast, because originally it was only me, myself and David going to be talking crap for an hour. And then we had a bright idea of like trying to get some guests. And we haven't looked back really.
No, that's right.
James was our first. And then, I don't know if you've seen any of the podcasts, but we've had like Susie Quattro on.
I watched the one with Jill Montgomery, is it?
I only released that today.
Yeah, no, I watched that. Good.
Yeah, okay. And but we've released like Those Damn Crows and
Cool.
Susie Quattro. We've had on Right Said Fred. We've had on Tapau, Carol Decker,
Nice.
Bucks Fizz.
Big names then.
Yeah, it's quite surprising, really. I mean, for a couple of Welsh idiots that just started this for a bit of a laugh while we were stuck in lockdown, we've had some good people on.
Now you got Brooke Shields, eh?
That's right.
Brooke Shields.
Actually,
Actually, Brooke Shields' daughter. Another big name. What do you reckon? So, go on, Dave.
Yeah, so you've what gigs you got coming up now? I had a look and you've got a couple. There's one in the end of this month, November. We are in November, and we Rock and Roll Circus at Shakespeare's. And then you've got
Sheffield, yeah.
It's in Sheffield,
A few leading up to Christmas, and then we've got a few next year that we're building up a UK tour at the moment for next year. So
cool.
we're keeping it under wraps for now,
Yeah.
so it can be like a tour announcement. So we've got a few festivals that we can't announce just yet for next year to So yeah, it's really exciting because we're just traveling everywhere now. And
Yeah. Oh, that's
yeah,
good. Yeah, because it says on the Holland and Germany tour as well.
yeah, we were planning on doing that next year, and we've got quite surprisingly quite a few fans over there that want to get us over there, and there's loads of venues that want to host us as well. But it's getting over there at the moment. It's the Brexit and it's the COVID, and you know, it's not looking promising for next year to get there, but hopefully the year after, fingers crossed, you know.
Yeah.
Well, I'm in Holland.
Was that, sorry?
I'm in Holland.
You're in Holland right now?
Yeah, I live here.
I thought you were in Wales.
I'm Welsh. David's still in Wales. I left him there, but I'm in Holland.
I thought you were joking. Cool.
No, I am actually. I'm in Holland. So, yeah, what sort of venues are they in Holland?
There was one, I can't remember exactly the name of the site, RK1, or it's something peculiar, like 2 letters and a number. That was near Groningen.
Okay, Groningen, yeah.
There's a few places around Groningen, and there's a guy in Groningen called Eddie Tartgen that used to follow my solo act as well, and he got me over there when I was on my own to play a few places around Holland as well. Okay. So it's good to know him because he now works for a music magazine over there and is also a gig photographer. So it's good. Okay. It's a good contact to get with over there.
Yeah. You'll have to put him in touch with me because I'm near Eindhoven, which is quite a long way away from Groningen, actually.
Oh, all right. Okay.
It's a couple of hours drive. So, yeah, I mean, if he could get in touch with me.
Sorry.
Then, because there's plenty of venues around here by me as well, and maybe we could put something together, you know?
That would be brilliant, yeah.
Because I could always put them in touch with the venues, and then instead of just coming over for one show in Groningen, you could travel down, do another show around my area, and then maybe do another show on the way back out if you drive.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know where you're coming from, but
that'd be great. Yeah, I mean, we're planning to get into Holland, do a little Holland tour, like around. Dotted around, and then into Germany because we know a few people in Osnabrück and around there, and then hopefully get into Berlin and circle way back up to the UK, back onto the was it Malta? Oh, what's that beautiful South song? That's
Ferry across the Mersey,
Rotterdam, or anywhere.
Rotterdam. Oh, so are you going to come from Hull then?
Yeah, we'll come on the ferry, I think.
Right, okay. So you'll be going through France.
Get a van over, yeah. Got a van.
Yeah, it's a long old trip on the ferry there, isn't it? It's like it's overnight, isn't it?
Yeah, I remember last time it really was throwing everybody around and all the furniture and things.
Yeah. That was a long time ago then, was it?
Yeah, it's about 5 or 6 years ago, I think now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty rough sometimes that crossing. But yeah, that would be cool. That's a good idea.
Yeah, no, I'd love to do that. That'd be a big help. Thank you.
Yeah. Just to get in touch with me, and then maybe we can work something out, and then.
That'd be great.
Yeah. So, what's this charity single you did?
We released that in lockdown. Because just before lockdown, it's only when we just got together. Really, it was January 2020, and so we had all these plans in place, and then obviously. So we just we did feel a bit like down and a bit stuck in our tracks, really, for, with all the plans we had. And then we just felt a bit uninspired. But then our local radio, BBC Derby, rang me up and said, can you write a song to do with COVID? And then we'll feature it. I was like, oh, okay. And then that kind of like kicks up the arse bit, Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you can swear if you want. We don't care. I got told off for saying something I shouldn't. Well, go on anyway. Tell your story, and I'll tell you after.
That's right. Yeah, and it just got us going again. We wrote it through, Zoom. Got words down, got the chord progression, and we did try to record it over Zoom, but it's just so tricky, like getting everyone in time and everything. So I just thought I'll do it as an acoustic thing, and got a little bit of money for NHS, but.
Nice.
It's all good.
Yeah. How much did you raise? Don't mind me asking. 50 quid?
Not that much, to be honest. Not
More
you
than
know,
50 quid?
Yeah, it was around the 50 quid mark.
Oh, that's all right, though, isn't it? Anything else, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a starting band, it was
Yeah.
all right.
Well, it's more than I've raised for the NHS, so...
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
How much have you raised for the NHS, Dave?
Me? Nothing. I gave to Sir Tom, but that was it.
Fuck it, man. Fucking giving him anything.
Why?
Walking around his garden. I can walk around my garden.
Not 102, you couldn't.
Oh, 102 miles an hour.
Legend of a guy.
No. Sorry. So yeah, I'll get slated for that now, Brooke. All the abuse will be deflected from you will be onto me now. No, we did an episode with a band the other day, and I said something. They told me to pull the episode, so
Really?
yeah, I don't mind. To be honest. I mean, at the end of the day, it's our podcast, and I don't think they watched any of our episodes, and really you should. I think if you're going to go on a podcast, at least have a look at what they're up to, you know? Or even on a radio show.
What did you do?
I said the word puff twice.
Oh no.
And then we said it again.
But it wasn't a derogatory comment. It wasn't, because I'm not a homophobe or anything like that, you know.
No.
Some of my best friends are gay, to be honest. And it's just a word that came out of me. And, yeah, and they didn't like it. So.
It's your age. It's your age, it is. It's just kind of like the era that you come from. That's all it is.
Well, I don't know about that, but I mean,
Right.
we did an episode.
You're old as shit. Look at him. He got a beard like Grizzly Adams.
Oh, this woman. Oh, no. Took my daughter to swimming 2 weeks ago, and we were getting changed. Oh, she was getting changed. I wasn't getting changed. She was getting changed because she had swimming lessons. And there was this little disabled girl getting changed next to us, and she asked me what my daughter's name was. I mean, this little girl, she was only probably about 4 or 5, I guess. But she was disabled. You could see she was disabled, you know. And she was like, in Dutch, she's like, Mister, what's your daughter's name? And I turned around, I saw my daughter's name's Poppy, and spoke to her in Dutch. And she looked at me and she was like, wow, you've got a big beard. I was like, yeah, I have, yeah. And she turned to her dad and she said, Dad, he looks like Father Christmas. Well, it's called Santa Claus, but yeah, you get the gist. I was like, yeah, I do, yeah. So, but yeah, where were we? I don't know what we're talking about. Oh yeah, research, that's what I was talking about. I don't know why I fucking went off on that then. But yeah, so, yeah. Oh yeah, because, I would say India Willoughby, because we had India Willoughby on. Do you know what India Willoughby is?
Yeah, I've seen a name about. I've not actually heard her, no, but I think we've got the same plugger at the moment.
Okay, the same plugger. India Willoughby, she's a fucking newsreader. Or she was a newsreader.
I got the wrong person.
Yeah, she was on Loose Women.
She was on Loose Women, and she was on Channel 5 News. She was the first transsexual newsreader.
Oh, okay.
So you might have heard of her.
No,
You might have heard of her name and just couldn't place her.
No, it's a different. I thought you were talking about someone else.
You thinking of India in the band?
I think, yeah, I was thinking about someone called India. Like,
Yeah, there's a band called India, isn't there? I'm not sure.
yeah, I thought that's who you're on about. I think.
Oh, okay.
No, I was going to tell you a story about India Willoughby. I can't remember what it was now. Fucking hell, useless. But yeah, anyway, so. But yeah, if, at least, you know, do some sort of like, watch what you're going into, you know, before you go into it.
I bet you wish you watched a couple of our episodes.
She does now.
It's all right.
It's all right.
But I laugh at myself, you know, and if you can't laugh at yourself, who can you laugh at? Like,
No,
that's the way I look at it, you know. Because well, I think I'm funny, so that's why I was laughing at myself. Right, now, go on, Dave. Sorry.
So, so you said you formed in 2020, and obviously you did some solo stuff before that. So when did you first pick the guitar up and start singing?
Well, I started singing when I was a baby, I think. My mum's tried to like get me to sing scales, just, not like strict, but I think that's like train me up. But then my granddad played guitar.
Okay.
I'm rubbing off
My
on you
guitar
now.
played the granddad. And then he died, and then he passed his guitar down to me, and that's only when I started learning guitar. I was about 9 years old then, and I went out and started gigging when I was 14, playing in the pubs. So I looked a bit older than I was, so I got in the pubs, which was good, and started earning money there and then. But yeah, that's so about.
So we're only 15 now, so you can't look that much different.
Yeah.
You don't look very old now.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Oh, shucks.
Yeah, you won't get served in Wales.
They'd be asking you for your ID.
That's right, yeah.
Not been asking me ID in years.
Was it a decent guitar then? You had off your granddad? Was it like a
Yeah,
Fender or something?
It's a Seagull acoustic.
Oh, right, okay. Oh, I nearly bought one of them the other day.
Yeah, they're lovely. They're really like bassy and
Yeah?
yeah.
Yeah, because I was trying to find some reviews. Some guy was selling it up in, I don't know. That might be up near Groningen Way, actually. And it came up on the it's called Marktplaats, if you like, over here. It's like a bit like eBay, but it's like a Dutch thing,
Gumtree.
Yeah, same sort of thing. Yeah. And a Seagull came up. I can't remember what model it was, and I thought, oh. So I looked it up and everything, and I was going to buy it, and I messaged the guy. I said, oh, do you ever come down this way? Because if you come, I'll pay for it, and he's like, oh, I can come down there on Friday if you give me 20 quid for the petrol money, like. That's no problem. And then he fucking sold it to someone else. So,
No.
I've never seen one of them out.
So, yeah, they're really nice guitars, yeah.
Is it made by? Is it the brand is actual Seagull? Then is it the manufacturer?
Yeah, they're made in Canada, I think.
Yeah, they are, yeah.
Oh, okay, I'll have to check.
Yeah.
And they're quite rare to come across, I think.
Yeah, no, they are. Yeah, I mean, I bought a second Seagull when I was just starting to gig around the pubs because it was a bit smaller for me because the granddad's was quite big, so I was like tiny and ding 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 ding,
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's really nice guitars. I used to play a lot of country back then too, so it kind of fit that whole thing.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I saw the actual model was on sale for €260. I mean, new it was like 700 or 800 euros new. And then I saw exactly the same guitar. I don't know if it was the person that bought it was selling it, but the same model guitar was on the internet 2 days later for like 500. And I thought, I'm not paying fucking 500 for it now.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was probably the same guy actually. It's probably the same guitar, but somebody bought it just to sell it on,
Yeah,
280
maybe.
260 was pretty cheap for it.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah. But yeah. So where'd you get your inspiration from then, Brooke?
The band now, we listen to a lot of grunge bands, obviously like Pearl Jam, Alice in Chains, and Soundgarden. But for me personally, I like as well, I like Skunk and Nancy, and I like a lot of female artists like Janis Joplin and Joni Mitchell, Pretenders. I love Pretenders.
Okay, yeah.
That sort of thing. A lot of 80s stuff, like Adam Ant as well. The things that really stuck with you, like Eurythmics, that sort of thing. And I think within our songs we make, there's a lot. It's a mix of all sorts like that, really. A few people have said there's like a tinge of country in our songs, which I can kind of see there because I love my country as well. It's just inspirations from everything really. Bit of Seether, bit of heavier stuff, bit of Deftones.
Oh, cool. Do you like sort of like the new style Miley Cyrus, if you like?
New star Miley Cyrus.
Yeah, what
Like-
she's doing now rather than, the old teenage bubblegum pop.
I prefer it, yeah. I've only heard her most recent song, I think. What's it called? About breaking a heart. I think.
Yeah, I know what you mean, yeah.
I don't know the title of it, but yeah.
That's
I
quite
like
country as well, isn't it?
that. Yeah.
It's quite country, sort of country rock. Yeah, I know the song you mean, yeah.
I do like Miley Cyrus, but I think she's had a rough life up to now.
Well, a lot of it's been self-inflicted, to be honest. Because
Yeah.
the last few years she was like hanging out with Joan Jett and getting off her face with Joan Jett all the time. And that's why her whole voice and everything has changed. Because I heard an interview with her, and because her voice now when she talks is quite deep. She's got quite like a husky voice.
Right.
And she said it's basically from hanging out with Joan Jett from Wild Park because she hung out with Joan Jett for like 5 years, and they were just doing loads of wild parties and all night drinking and smoking and, and obviously
Sounds fun,
singing.
then.
Sorry.
Sounds fun, though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so, it's not like she had a bad time. It's just she took that whole transition from being a teenager, if you like, being squeaky clean, growing through Disney Channel and stuff, and then becoming this rock, or wanting to morph into this rock person. But yeah, she just hung out with Joan Jett, so it was like party time, and
Yeah.
she's got this crazy voice on her now. I mean, to hear her talk, it's like I think she sounds like me probably.
I just think with all these Disney stars, and they've been, made famous quite young. I don't know. It can't do much for your head. The same with Youngblood. He was a Disney star.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, apparently.
I didn't even know he was American.
No, he's British, but
Oh, okay.
he was in a few Disney episodes on
Oh,
the
okay.
Disney Channel. So.
No, I didn't know that. No, yeah, he's a bit of a weird one, isn't he?
It's wheels within wheels, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's got to be, having all that fame at that young age. It's like Drew Barrymore.
Yeah, that's what I mean,
Rails,
yeah.
isn't she?
Well, they all gone a bit potty, haven't they?
I
Brittany.
do like Youngblood though. Don't get me wrong. I do like his stuff. Good to see some new punk coming through.
Yeah, do you think it's? I don't know. I don't know about it really. I mean, it seems like it's a bit over the top. Youngblood. It's like he's trying too hard, if you like.
I can see what you mean. I think it's new to the younger audience though, isn't it?
Yeah. I suppose it's new to the youngsters, but to me, I mean, I'm an old man now, to be honest, and I grew up with punk. Sorry?
I wasn't saying that.
No, I said it. But I grew up with punk music the first time around. I was lucky enough to be. Oh, how old was I in 1978? 15, I guess.
47.
I'm 47 in 1978, you fucking knob. I think I was about. No, I wasn't fucking 15, was I? I was about 12 or 13 anyway. But yeah, 12 I was. So I actually caught that wave of it first time around, So to be a punk, I mean, and I was a punk, to be honest. I had a big Mohican and everything. And so to be a punk when punk music first came, I mean, and then seeing the different evolutions of it as we've gone on through the next 40 years, I guess. I mean, maybe, 40 years. Yeah, to me, that Youngblood looks like, it just reminds me a bit of like Rick Mail trying to do something. So it's a bit over the top.
What, the young ones?
Yeah.
I do know
I
what you
haven't seen
mean.
him, so I don't know. I'll have to check him out now and look.
Yeah, it just the whole thing just smacks of trying too hard, really, to me anyway. It's not like natural, but maybe to him it's natural, but to me it doesn't seem. It seems forced, if you like.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe we can get him on the show and ask him if he'll come on after watching this. He might tell me to fuck off. You don't think I'm a real punk rocker? Yeah, he'd be a bit like Adrian off the Young Ones.
Yeah, no, it's a bit like that, I suppose. Yeah. I love the young one.
Yeah, amazing.
Do they still show that on TV over there? Like Channel Gold. Have you got Channel Gold or something like that?
You do see it on your every now and
Early in the morning, yeah, like
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
4 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, the young ones. That was a quality program, wasn't it?
Yeah, amazing. That was good, yeah.
So, but yeah. See, I just keep getting lost all the time. I'm just go on, Dave. Do some talking. I'm sorry, Brooke.
It's all right. I think my washing machine's beeping. Can you hear it? Is it okay?
No, I can't hear it. No,
It's stopped beeping now, so it'll beep in a minute. But
that's okay.
rock and roll, eh?
That's it, isn't it? Still got to be done. Still got to be done.
Yeah, I got to load in as well. To be honest. But I've done 3 loads today.
So so where would you say your ultimate venue would be? Where would you want to play?
As a goal,
Yeah.
I'd say as my first goal, I'd say Rock City in Nottingham, because I've seen so many brilliant bands there as a like teenager growing up. I think it was one of my first gigs I saw there was Papa Roach, and I was only like 15 at the time, and it's just one of those places that you've grown up with that you'd love to see yourself on that stage. I remember that gig actually at Papa Roach. I was headbanging so hard that my head went back and I broke someone's nose behind me.
No way.
I'm not even kidding. And I just saw this lad with his nose like blood, like, and he ran off, but it didn't even click that it was me until afterwards. Like, oh, that was me. My first gig experience.
Maybe it was Youngblood.
Yeah.
That's where he got his name from. I was at a Papa Roach gig and some girl headbutted me in the face, and I'm going to call myself Youngblood. But they just got back together, and they're releasing some music I saw on the internet.
Papa Roach, yeah, I think so. Yeah, they've been doing stuff with other artists at the moment.
Yeah. I saw some videos on Instagram with them messing around.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Yeah. Hopefully they come back.
Yeah, I saw a singer was doing a track with The Who, not The Who, but have you seen this other band called The HU, The Who? And
No.
they're like throat singers from, I'm not sure entirely where they're from, but it's really cool because I love tribal drums anyway. So they're doing the tribal drums, boom, 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 boom. And it's like rah, 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 rah. I can't do it. If I no, I don't want to look like I'm be taking the mickey because I'm not. I have to pull the face. I pull the same face when I'm doing my Eddie Vedder impression as well. That sort of thing, yeah. I like it.
I thought you were on about the World Health Organization for a minute. What the fuck's Papa Roach doing with them? Because the rest of them were all dead, aren't they? The real Who? Oh no, they're still going, aren't they?
No, they're still going.
Are they?
They're all live and kicking, yeah.
Well, Keith Moon's not. But
Well, he went 1976 or something.
before that, wasn't it?
I don't know.
But yeah, I digress as usual. Go on, Dave.
So I asked this before, and this was quite an interesting one. So if you could put, obviously taking your band aside, if you could put your most ideal band together, who would you have in the band?
Dead and alive? Or just alive?
Yeah, whoever, yeah.
It'd be pretty hard to play if they were dead.
No, they're all right. They can come back. They're fine.
I think Eddie Vedder for one. I mean, I'm thinking of non-dead ones now, so I know they're not dead. But and Trent Reznor, even though I know that it'll be different sounds, but Nine Inch Nails. But it'd be like it'd be a weird band with Eddie Vedder and Trent Reznor. But yeah, I'd like to work with those artists, but I don't think it would make a good band. We all play the same sort of thing.
What would you like to do with them? Like write together or?
Yeah. Well, Trent Reznor's just written a whole album with that pop singer Halsey. Now, I didn't really know Halsey before because I don't really listen to mainstream mainstream things, but it's really good. She has a song called "I'm Not a Woman, I'm a God," but it took me a little while to grow on me, but now it's really it's like it's got the synth going behind it of Trent Reznor, so it's got that thing like it could break out into a heavy song, but it doesn't quite. But it's like beach rock when you're on the beach,
Okay.
Oh, okay.
but
Different
not.
then.
Yeah.
Beach rock. It's not like the Beach Boys. Bit heavier than the Beach Boys, I guess. Knowing Trent.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that album's not that heavy really, but it's as atmospheric is a good word for it, I suppose.
Yeah.
Okay. What about Ed Sheeran? Would you like to write something with him?
Well, I wouldn't say no.
Well, it would
But-
probably make you a fortune, to be honest.
Yeah.
So,
Get me
because
out.
he
of
writes
Timothy for
all
dinner.
his stuff for the guy from Snow Patrol, doesn't he?
Oh, does he? I didn't know that.
Yeah,
he does.
only the songs when his wife's left him or his dog's dead. He hasn't written anything else out of Snow Patrol. That's the only thing Ed Sheeran knows how to write about.
No.
They were cool, though.
Snow Patrol, mate. He writes all his music with Snow Patrol, with the
Right.
guy from Snow Patrol.
Really?
They're really
I didn't know.
close. Yeah, they're really close. Yeah.
Although, was he so chasing cars? Did he write that?
Ed Sheeran.
Yeah.
No, they write Ed Sheeran songs. They don't write fucking Snow Patrol songs.
All right. Okay.
Anywho, in Colombia, drug lord Pablo Escobar, he had some hippos.
Is this a joke?
No, it's true.
Oh, right, okay. I was getting ready for the punchline. Then.
Hippopotamus, not monogamous.
He had some hippopotamus.
Okay.
Or hippopotami. Are they called hippopotami? Have you got more than one? I don't know.
Oh,
But he imported some because he was a bit. He liked animals, I guess. But he imported a couple anyway. He imported 4 illegally into Colombia. At the height of his wealth, I suppose, wealth and fame. He must have had like a little farm before he went to jail or whatever with these hippos on it. And now there's more than 80 there in Colombia. And they just, because the Colombian government wanted to destroy them because they shouldn't be native to Colombia. So instead of like shipping them out, they thought they'd kill them all. But because they're classed as cocaine hippos, they call them the cocaine hippos because they
Sounds like a good band name.
yeah, they're the cocaine
Great
hippos
band,
We are
isn't it?
cocaine hippos.
because they're brought in by Escobar. But somebody took them to court. The Animal Defence League actually took them to court and filed an application on behalf of the hippo plaintiffs in Colombia to stop them from being killed. And so the Animal Legal Defence Fund have got it ruled that the hippopotamus are legally classed as people, and obviously you can't kill people, so they've been saved. So they're actually legal persons.
Does that mean they vote?
I don't know if they can vote, but they're actually legal persons. So they're hippos that are now classed as legal persons. It's the first time the U.S. District Court for the Southern District of Ohio recognised the late Escobar's infamous cocaine hippos as legal persons for the first time in the United States.
Wow.
Okay, so there. What do you think about
There you
that?
go. I don't really. No.
Because they're wreaking havoc on the local ecosystem. That's why they wanted to.
Mm.
They wanted them culled, if you like.
Mm.
But yeah, I don't know if hippos, either they're hippos and sheepos now because they're legally people. But I don't know if they're protected or not. Are they an endangered species, hippos?
I honestly don't know. I don't know.
All I know is they make pink milk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my only hippo fact.
They make pink milk,
Yeah.
Yeah.
do they?
And it's
I know if they
strawberry
fucking sit on you, you're going to get squashed.
colour.
That's for sure.
And they kill more people in Africa than
Lions.
crocodiles and lions and stuff as well, don't they?
But yeah, there's lions in Africa, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah. And hippos.
Yeah.
All right.
Pink milk.
All right. Now, got any other questions, Dave?
No, don't think so.
Got any questions about hippos?
Me?
Yeah.
I
How do
definitely.
they make pink milk then, Brooke? They produce pink milk, or
I don't know, but I heard it tastes like strawberry. I know, I don't really. I don't
Is
know.
it, is it,
It doesn't sound good though, does it?
must just be from what they eat. It's like flamingos are pink because of the fish they eat, isn't it? So maybe I don't know what.
so they actually produce pink milk, not make pink milk
I'm gonna have to find
in a
out.
factory. They're not enslaved. Maybe the cocaine hippos are enslaved in a milk making factory, and they make like milkshake.
I could feel my next song coming on.
The cocaine hippos, Pablo Escobar.
Oh, here we go. So
Go
it
on.
says hippo milk is definitely not pink. Like all mammals, hippos produce milk with their offspring that is off-white color.
My life is a lie.
I don't know who posted that. Why they might be fibbing as well. Who knows?
All right, where'd you get this fact from then, Brooke? About the
can't
pink milk.
remember. I can't remember. There was a lot of shit going around my school. They also told me to go on meatspin.com, but don't do that.
On what?
Meatspin.com.
What is that?
Oh God, if you don't know, don't look. It's just one of because I went to an all-girls school, and there's a lot of things that just go around, you know. But
Well, I'm not going
don't-
to look it up.
Don't
If you-
go on meat.
I am. Meatspin.com.
Oh no.
Meat
Is it
spin.
in meat? Is in like meet somebody?
Or is it
Oh,
meat?
No, meat.
Oh,
like,
Met spin.
Like-
No, it's
Like,
meat.
no, like-
MEAT.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Hang on.
So it's probably some sort of porno site, I guess.
Meat spin.
It's not something I look at regularly. Let's just put that down. Like, it was something that went round my school at the time, and like, it was one of those, you know, schoolgirl things.
Yeah, I understand.
I think it's been taken down. There's nothing on there.
There you go. Probably.
Yeah.
It was quite bad.
Okay. Okay.
Sounds
Something else for my wife to worry about. That's on my search
on your
history.
phone. Yeah, it'll come up on TikTok, I expect, Dave, knowing you. So the other girls then, Brooke, because like you said, one of them's got an ear infection.
Yeah, it's Mary, the drummer. She's got quite a bad ear infection at the moment, but she's on antibiotics, so she'll
Okay.
be better soon. When she was a baby, when she was born, she was deaf in her left ear. So they took her ear completely off and operated on it. But when they put it back on, they put it on slightly lower. So
Oh,
when like
no.
she puts sunglasses on, it just looks like that. But we think that's what's called the ear infection, because she went swimming and there's water caught in it now, and I think it's caught in a cavus or something inside. And
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say they put it on the wrong way around for a minute, but
yeah, it could have been.
well, that's just as bad, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Put it on fucking too low.
I don't know. You're going to take a mine off and shade mine around a bit.
Well, you used to have sticky out ears, didn't you, Dave?
I still have. They're fucking huge.
They're not that bad now.
I used to
The
get-
George ears, they are.
Yeah, I used to get called football or the FA Cup. And God knows what when I was a kid.
That was by me.
Yeah, probably. Used to get picked on something terrible when I was little. Bloody kids, horrible, aren't they?
They are, yeah. How come you went to an all-girls school then, Brooke?
Because
You
I
got
went
really
to an
rich parents.
No, it's nothing like that. Not at all. I went to a normal primary school, and I always just make friends with boys. I've always kind of struggled to make friends with girls unless the girls are like tomboys, like the band is really. That's why I made friends with them. But because I was always friends with boys, they were worried that when I got older and into my teeny years, I wouldn't really concentrate on school. So they sent me to an all-girls school where I struggled to make friends, to be fair. Yeah, and that's the story of that, really. But it was just, as bitchy as ever, really. It's the same school, actually. I don't know if you remember the headline story at the time, but there was a girl God, it must have been about 10 years ago now, but there was a girl on Sky News that she went to Malaysia or something and went on top of the mountain, and she went topless, and she got arrested for it over there because it's like a sacred mountain. But she was our head girl. It was like St Trinians, I tell you, because really was like madness. Loads of stories like that.
Oh, go on, spill some more.
It's closed down now, just recently.
Oh, did they close it down today?
Yeah, it did. Rock and roll school, though.
Yeah.
I mean, like, we went on a trip to France and went to the supermarket with the teachers, and the teachers' trolleys were just, the massive trolleys you get at Costco, they're that big, and the trolleys are just full of wine, like to the brim, and they couldn't stuff it back onto the coach to bring it back, like, and the coach driver drove on the wrong side of the road. He smashed into the old chateau, reversed into it, and there's loads of stories like that at school.
Or are they drinking the wine on the bus?
Yeah, well, they drank it while we were in France as well.
Yeah. Well, was the driver drinking it as well?
I don't want to slander the school because they might reopen again. I might get in trouble.
Well, we won't say the name. We'll just call it St Trinians.
St Trinians, yeah.
People know what school I went to, so yeah, we'll call it St Trinians.
I don't think anyone you know will watch this. To be honest. As soon as they hear me talking about old Uncle Tom, what was his name? That old guy you said who walked around his garden. As soon as they hear me mention that, they'll probably turn it off.
Tom. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So as soon as they hear me mention that, they'll turn it off, I guess.
Sir Tom.
Yeah.
I hope not.
He died, didn't he? Did he die?
He did pass away. He passed away from COVID, didn't he? He actually. So he raised, I don't know, was it £30 million?
He raised a lot, yeah.
Yeah, for the NHS, and then he ended up contracting COVID, and I think he passed away in hospital, I think.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, tragic, yeah.
Couldn't save him. All that money he raised.
I know.
They couldn't pump 30 million fucking quid's worth of drugs into him to keep him alive.
Wouldn't make any difference, would it?
No.
Well, you know better than anybody, you had it, so.
Yeah. Yeah, talking about COVID, it's gone a bit mad over here again, Brooke.
Over there?
Yeah. We were coming.
I heard the other day, apparently, they've still not got venues open yet.
Well, they did have them open.
Oh.
They were like running at 50% capacity, I think, maybe 75%, and all the pubs and everything were open. And they were just about because they got rid of the masks, and they were just about to get rid of, you got this app on your phone, Corona app. You got to use that to go in anywhere, basically any restaurant or anything. You've got to show you've been vaccinated. That was going to stop at the beginning of this month because the numbers were coming down really well, and I think there was only like 40 cases left in hospital, and there was like 70 cases left in hospital, and they said if it comes down to 40, everything's going to be scrapped and everything's going to go back to normal. So everyone was like, "Hooray!" throwing their hats in the air, and then it went up to like 2,000 in hospital, like practically overnight, I think. So.
Not got the vaccine over there yet?
Yeah. Everyone's been vaccinated. Right. Well, not everyone, because some people won't get vaccinated. But now, from coming Saturday, you've got to wear masks again in public, and you've got to wear masks in the supermarket. And all venues now have gone down to 25% capacity. Yes, it's just like a nightmare again. It's just like driving people crazy now. So
it's just, I think it's picking up over here in the UK as well, isn't it? But it's like people are worried that we're going to go into lockdown over Christmas and stuff. But as a country, I don't think we can afford it. I think it's going to come down to finance and over people's safety, to be honest. As a country, it's crippling us. I don't think we can do it.
Yeah, well, you mess it up for yourselves, really, didn't you, with Brexit?
What's that got to do with it?
Well, you're not getting any help from anywhere now, are you?
We don't need it. We created the AstraZeneca and none of you lot wanted to use it. I got pumped with the AstraZeneca. There's nothing wrong with it. It's great. Bloody Europeans.
You're an island on your own.
Yeah.
Sinking fast.
That's the thing we didn't do right. We should have locked our borders down far earlier, like Australia and New Zealand did. That's what we went wrong.
Yeah.
In the beginning, but
Yeah. I agree.
Stop all them men on dinghies coming in.
it's not so much that. It was businessmen travelling back and forth and all that, weren't they? You know what I mean? It's the
best thing was Trump when Trump said about when going way back now to like last year January, when Trump was on the news and they said, they said to Trump, "What do you think about this COVID virus coming into America?" And they said, "Don't worry, we've got him. We stopped him at the airport. It's just one Chinese man."
That's what he said.
Yeah, he did.
Clever, wasn't he?
Don't worry, we got him.
I blame the hippos in Cuba. They voted Trump in. It's their fault.
What an idiot.
Yeah, you go on the brightest, wasn't he?
Oh, he's bright orange.
Yeah. Are you very political, Brooke?
I try not to be. No.
Yeah, we're the same. We don't understand it. We joke about it.
No, I don't fucking understand any of it. It's too corrupt.
Yeah, especially if you get. I feel like sometimes if you get political while in a band, it can. I don't know. It can cause. I think you should stick to music. You know, shouldn't go that way so much. I know some bands are made because of politics, and that's a different thing completely. But yeah, even like talking to my friends and stuff, I just try not to. I don't talk about it. You know.
No, we don't get into it really.
It can cause arguments, can't it? And
yeah.
Well, people are losing friends over bloody if they're getting vaccinated or not. You know. You see all these posts. My friend's not going to talk to me anymore because I'm not getting vaccinated. It's like, well, it's your choice. If you don't want to get vaccinated, don't get vaccinated. You know.
Get new friends.
Yeah, exactly. Get friends that are not vaccinated.
Facebook group anti-vax friends.
Well, the right side Fred will start that, I expect.
I reckon they've had their vaccinations now.
Nah, they're still against it.
Are they?
Yeah, they're still going mad on Twitter about it. So
okay.
I'm going to get them back on.
Okay. Have you had your vaccinations?
Yeah, apparently I'm high risk, so I got them like with the grandmas at the beginning for some reason, but they didn't tell me why I'm high risk, and I don't know why. So I was just like, I'm a bit of a hypochondriac anyway, so I was just like, why am I high risk?
Yeah.
I got my second one the same time as my uncle, who's about 65, and
that's good.
Maybe they got your names mixed up.
Maybe.
It's that fucking Brooke Shields. Get her in. She's ancient.
Yeah. Ancient. Yeah, I was the same. I couldn't wait to get my vaccination. I got to be honest.
Did you feel poorly with yours?
Headache. I just had a really a muggy headache. I didn't feel like really fluey, but I just had a bad headache for about, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, I just felt hungover, like really bad hangover.
Yeah. I felt really rough. I thought I caught COVID again.
Yeah, you were bad with it, weren't you?
I was ill for 3 days. Yeah, again. Yeah. But
did you have COVID then?
I did. Yeah. I was really ill, like really ill. But that's not. You know what's getting my tits at the moment? Joe Rogan.
Who's that?
Seth Rogen's brother.
He's a podcast host in America.
Oh yeah. Was he in The Hangover? Was that
no, he
else?
was on Fear Factor. You know Fear Factor?
No.
He does all that MMA.
He does MMA presenting
and stuff as well.
I've heard the name. I feel like I can see his face, but
yeah. Well, he's bald. He's a stand-up comedian. He is as well.
Yeah. Glasses.
No.
Oh.
He's bald.
Oh.
Little chunky guy. He did taekwondo for a few years when he was a kid. I think he won a gold medal. Then he was on television in a sitcom that was quite successful. Then he broke out into stand-up comedy, and now he does podcast.
It's like everything he does just...
And it's like...
gold, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got like 5 million followers and stuff.
One of them guys, yeah.
But I think his YouTube channel's got like 13 million followers or whatever. But he's getting... Because he's had COVID, I think he's had it twice now, to be honest. And I think he's a bit anti-vax. And he keeps getting these people on his show, like experts. But there are no experts for COVID because it affects so many people differently in so many different ways that they can't really pin it down to anything. You know, they can't like make a steady plan. They can guess, all right, this is what it's doing to you, but to your neighbour it's doing something completely different. So there's no real expertise in it yet. And he just thinks he's no authority on it now because he's like caught it twice or whatever, and he hasn't been vaccinated. And he's getting like people on like Dr. Rhonda Patrick, who's a really well respected. I'm not sure if she's a physician or not, or she might be like some sort of scientist, bioscience. But she's really, really well respected in the science and medical community, you know. And he gets her on his show, and then every aspect she's coming out with about being vaccinated or not being vaccinated, catching COVID, not catching COVID, he's just like trying to wash over it all the time, and he talks over her a lot. So yeah, he's just pissing me off at the moment. To be honest.
Plus, you got 13 million followers as well. So
Yeah, and you know what it is as well? Because he's got such a big influence because people are going away from mainstream media. You know, they don't want to be reading the fucking News of the World or anything anymore.
Who's the News of the World? Mainstream media.
Yeah, of course it is, yeah. In England it is, isn't it?
News of the World.
Yeah, News of the World, Sunday Mirror, Daily Mirror, whatever, The Sun. It's mainstream media. That's, you know. And BBC News, ITV News, it's all mainstream media. If it's in your face and you got it every day, it's mainstream media.
I suppose.
So people are tending to shy away from mainstream media, and they go into more people like Joe Rogan to try and get their facts, you know, because Joe Rogan speaks real talk, if you like, or they think he speaks real talk. But he's just as fucking dumb as the rest of us, really. You know? He learns what he's learned from his guests on his podcast.
Right.
He doesn't go out and study it for himself, I guess, because he hasn't got time, because he does like 5 guests a day. So all the information he gets from his guests, or he gets from his production team. So yeah, he's, you know, Russell Brand is like supporting him at the moment. You know who Russell Brand is?
I like
Canadian.
Russell Brand.
Oh,
I like Russell Brand.
now he's supporting Joe Rogan now.
Did you? Loads of people fancy him, don't they?
I don't know why. I was only
He's well funny, Russell Brand.
No, he's a pain in the ass.
Oh, you like him? Like the films he was in.
Getting to the Greek.
Yeah, that's an amazing film. He's awesome, and I like his music in it as well. I think he's.
But he's really well educated, eh?
I don't know if he is or not. I don't know.
Russell Brand is, yeah.
Well, I don't mean anything.
And he's really, really articulate as well. I mean,
Yeah, I think he's. I like Russell Brand.
But he's at the moment, I think he's championing because he's got a lot of followers as well, millions. And now he's championing Joe Rogan. You know, it's like, oh, fuck off.
I think when people have like their own beliefs, like if they're anti-vax or, you know, anything like vegan, whatever, it's fine. But as long as you don't like start preaching about it and
Yeah. I mean, I don't care.
feel like they're in the wrong for believing different. That's when it annoys me.
And that's the problem, you know. That is the problem. I mean, I don't care if you get vaccinated, if you don't get vaccinated, if you eat meat, you don't eat meat. Like we said on another podcast recently. I mean, I've got a brother who's been a vegan since he was like 15. You know, but he's like an ultra marathon runner as well. So it's like, that's off to you. You know what I mean? Because he runs these 100-mile races and stuff. And I think for not eating meat, I mean, you're doing pretty well. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, he's skinny as a rate, but you would be
Anna
running
and
100 miles.
Mary, Anna's vegan and gluten free, so it's tricky to find like places to eat like before a gig sometimes for her. But
Yeah.
Mary's pescatarian, and so, but I'm just full on meat eater. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, we're going off it slow. I mean, I've always eaten meat, a lot of meat really. Especially, I used to do a lot of training and stuff. But that's the meat nowadays, I mean, especially now you're in Holland, the chicken you get from the supermarket is crap. And you're eating it and it's just making you feel sick, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's rubbish, yeah, it's terrible. We're trying to find another source now. And if we can't find a decent source with some decent meat, we're going to go a bit more plant-based, I think.
You tried
To be honest.
ketchup. That's a decent sauce.
Ketchup, yeah. So yeah, I think we'll end up eating.
McDonald's chicken is amazing, and KFC chicken.
Yeah, we'll be going to the big, what's it called? The big plant What's it called? The new McDonald's plant burger?
Oh,
The McPlant?
McPlant. I'm guessing it's McPlant.
Is
It's
it?
called the
I
Big
didn't know that.
McPlant or something like that. Yeah, they got a burger out now that's plant-based.
Oh, right, okay.
I don't
So
know why
at
they
least
call
between
it
two
plant-based anymore. Is why they call it plant-based. They just call it vegetarian. Maybe it's not actually really vegetarian. Maybe it's 70% plant and 30% meat. Because then it's
30%
plant-based. And then it's
Yeah,
what?
like-
30% vegan.
Yeah, 70% vegan, 30% non-vegan.
Well, it's like half of meat we buy, it is 60% meat and then 40% rusk or whatever.
Yeah, it's crap, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, all right then. All right, well, we're just talking nonsense. Well, we've been
Yeah,
talking
you've had a
nonsense
bit
for
of
an
a
hour,
rant.
actually.
Got a bit of a rant, like, cuz, what's the matter with you?
I haven't had a rant yet.
Haven't you?
No, I haven't had a rant for ages. So,
I don't know what it's like when you do run.
So apart from grumpy podcasters then, Brooke, what really gets on your nerves?
My nerves.
Yeah.
Wow. When people start sentences with so.
so.
Yeah. Well, no, not you.
Oh.
Like when you say, "Oh, what have you been up to today?" and they go, "So today I went to this and so,"
Okay.
but I don't mind it when scientists do it because they're explaining something, on telly. Scientists on telly, they go, "Oh, so in the test tubes we've got this and this and that." I don't mind that, but I don't know. I think it's phased out a bit now, but there was a point where everyone was doing it, and it was like Americanisms get on my nerves as well.
Okay.
Um,
Alrighty.
yeah, no, yeah, Americanisms are coming in. Like when people say September the 21st, 21st of September.
Yeah.
that little things get to me a little bit.
Yeah. You
September.
probably say that anyway, do you? Because you're in Holland.
What?
Would you
September
say
21st?
instead of
Yeah,
the
because everything's fucking backwards over here.
21st of September? See, that's kind of like it is a European thing. See, that's why
Okay.
that's why we're in our own little island. Everybody else does it wrong. They all drive on the wrong side of the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like 45, if you say 45 over here, you'd actually say 5 and 40.
Yeah, 40 plus 5. Yeah.
That's 5 and 40. No,
Yeah.
40. If say you're 45 years old,
The 5 comes first.
yeah, well you been 5 and 40.
Oh,
So
you're
it's
even
5
more,
and 40.
You're more messed up than a French end. 20 plus 5. 20 minus 5. 15. It is. Like,
It's all backwards over here.
and you drive on the wrong side of the road as well?
Yeah, we do. Yeah. Well, it's the
Yeah,
right side of the road for us.
No, it's definitely the wrong side of the road, isn't it?
Oh, for you, yeah.
So
All right, then.
Okay.
I'm gonna go now.
Yeah, he's
Sure.
been a menace. He's been a menace tonight. He's normally nice.
Do you think I've been a menace, Brooke?
Little one, maybe.
Oh, right, okay. Did you enjoy yourself?
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Enjoyed it.
Okay, cool. Will you come back on again and talk to us again?
Yeah, why not?
So are you coming to Wales on your tour? I know you said you're trying to keep it under wraps.
Yeah,
Any
try and
thoughts
keep it
to
under
Wales?
wraps. But yeah, we're going that way. We're going up to Scotland as well, and down to
Yeah.
Brighton, and all over the place, really. Yeah.
All right, cool. Okay. Good,
Okay.
good.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll
And
keep,
we got 10-inch vinyl coming out soon on for Lunacy, limited
Excellent.
edition. So it's come out later than the release date because the vinyl world's just gone a bit mad. So
Yeah. I
I
spoke
just
to
thought I'd get
somebody
that
else.
in there,
Yeah. Yeah, no, you can plug all your stuff. There's no problem.
Yeah, what are the merch you got? You got t-shirts and stuff like that?
Yeah, we've got 2 different designs of t-shirts. And we're selling CDs now. We sell them all worldwide. So that's on our Bandcamp, and you can get it on our website as well, which is MuddiBrooke.com.
Yeah.
Cool.
We'll
Not
post all your
mixed in.com.
links. Sorry?
Not meatspin.com though.
No.
Or Brooke Shields. Now we'll post all your links up on the description of the video, and then hopefully people can find you from there.
Brilliant, thank you. Thanks for having me on.
No, thanks.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. I hope we didn't put you off too much, or I didn't put you off too much anyway. I hope you come back on again.
That'll be brilliant, yeah.
She's thinking about it.
Maybe
She'll
not.
text me later. I'll lose my email address.
Yeah,
Right
if
then, mate.
the guy come to Wales, I'll come and watch a show and come and catch up after the show. That'd be cool.
That sounds good, yeah. Whereabouts in Wales are you?
So it's Cwmbran, so I'm pretty close to Newport and 12 miles away from Cardiff.
Okay,
So it's all happening down in South Wales normally.
I'll keep that in mind then. I'll try and remember.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
If you go to North Wales then.
Yeah.
All right then. All right then, guys. So we're going to wrap it up for tonight. Thank you for joining us, Brooke.
No, thank you for having me on.
And
Really
what I'll
appreciate
do is I'm going to tag your video on the end of this. So for all you guys out there who want to know a bit more about Brooke, I'll be playing Liverpool Guy right at the end. How's that?
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
My Liverpool guy wants to kiss me, but I don't know where he's been. He says he likes my music, likes my hair, but I don't quite like his scene. He's covered head to toe in tatty clothes and a black crow on his neck. I spent one night with him, now I'm never going back. I'm not, I'm not, oh, I'm not easy, come on and tease me, come on and please me a little more. I'm not easy, come on and tease me, come on and please me a little more. I'm not. My Tennessee girl wants to kiss me, but that's not the way I swing. But take me home and show me how, and it might become my thing. Are you really sure your church agrees? Cause it's not the Christian way. She said, spend one night with me, get on your knees and pray. I'm not easy, come on and tease me, come on and please me a little more. I'm not easy, come on and tease me, come on and please me a little more. I'm not